Hey, how's it? This is the foundation coming at you with my final mock draft, the final 12 picks. I reshuffled some things, and then I got the Seattle Seahawks traded Frank Clark for a first, a second next year, and they kind of swapped picks to the Kansas City Chiefs. Then I had to run on errand real quick, and then came home and eat, and now I'm gonna finish the draft. I did some audibles, so that's why it's kind of later in the day. Gotta go work pretty soon too. Um, so with the 21st pick belonging to the Seattle Seahawks, I'm going to give Russell Wilson a weapon. Paris Cam with the 21st pick in the NFL draft, I got the Seattle Seahawks taking Paris Campbell, wide receiver out of Ohio State. He surprised something. He ran a lot of underneath routes. A lot of jet sweeps, a lot of bubble screens, and then he got to show that he could track passes down the field. So he can be interchangeable in that sense. Another weapon for Russell Wilson. Up next is the Baltimore Ravens. I got them taking a weapon too for Lamar Jackson. So with the 22nd pick in the NFL draft, I got the Baltimore Ravens selecting AJ Brown. Sorry, AJ Brown, wide receiver out of Old Miss. Big target, runs great routes, makes it easier for Lamar. Can get downfield, can catch, can do wonderful things after the catch, as well too. So you got all that for him. Um, 23rd pick belongs to the Houston Texans. I went defense. Um, this guy is still on the board. At one time, you could say that he was the top corner. So with the 23rd pick in the draft, I got the Houston Texans selecting Greedy Williams, cornerback out of LSU. Um, Plays well in the press coverage. Hard to get separation from him, and he's gonna challenge those taller receivers and all that. So yeah. Um, the second Oakland pick from the Chicago Bears at pick 24. I can see this right away. So with the 24th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Oakland Raiders selecting Josh Jacobs, running back out of Alabama. Complete running back. Mayock is gonna love the fact that he has very low mileage, but everything else is. John Gruden says like he's a playmaker. He wants him on the team. Can run. Can catch out of the backfield. Can pass block. Can run big, make big plays out of the running game or passing game, and also earn the tough yards. With the 20, up next is the Philadelphia Eagles. This one I also did a little change up, and what I did was with the 25th pick was with the Philadelphia Eagles selecting Rock Yassin, cornerback out of Temple. Guy right in their backyard, can play man coverage, can play zone. The great thing about him is that one of the things that Eagles was falling for was those double moves. He is very disciplined in that regard. He will challenge jump balls. He will contest jump balls, and he's a former wrestler, so he'll go up and make tackles. He's not afraid to mix it up. Next is the Indianapolis Colts. I'm gonna do the surprise pick here, and so with the 26th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Indianapolis Colts selecting L.J. Collier, defensive lineman out of TCU. Matt Eberflus is there. There's some kind of like mix up some things that remind him of Tyrone Crawford. Can play some end and also can play some defensive tackle as well too. Good against the run, relentless rusher. Can get some pass rush off the edge. So you got a guy that can do multiple things, and I think that's what they're gonna look for in him. Now going back to the Raiders at the 27th pick, this one from the Cowboys. I know they could go wide receiver just to rub the Cowboys' face in it, but I'm gonna do a different route, another offensive player. But this one is gonna be with the 27th pick in the NFL draft. I got the Oakland Raiders selecting Irv Smith Jr., tight end out of Alabama. He can play right next to he can help support the run. He's a good blocker, good enough blocker, and then a great athlete where he can get his get down the field, can be a security blanket for Carr and all that. Next is the Los Angeles Chargers. This one I know I'm gonna piss off a lot of Cowboy fans. So with the 28th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Los Angeles Chargers selecting Nazir Adderley, safety out of Delaware. He's the number one safety for me. The Chargers are taking the number one safety in the draft. For a safety, he has corner cover skills. He's always willing to make tackles. He has solid range, and he will help creating turnovers. But with him playing the free safety in the middle of the field, he's gonna allow Derwin James to roam free underneath, and that is gonna suck for a lot of teams because Derwin James is already a beast in itself, and now you got this other guy here. They also have Desmond King, who I like a lot too. So. So there you go. 29 goes back to the Seattle Seahawks. This is from the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna go with another surprise pick. So with the 29th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Seattle Seahawks taking Ja'Kai Polite, defensive end out of Florida. Now, this whatever he did to piss off some people, because his teammates swear by him, his coaches swear by him. He has great talent, but for whatever the teams are saying about this kid, I haven't read too much about it. And it's not smokescreen. This is from before the combine and all that. So, he could have been drafted a lot higher, but I can see him falling this far. And John Snyder, guy in the Seattle Seahawks, saying, "I don't care. He can play." So the 30th pick in the draft belongs to the Green Bay Packers. This is from the Saints. I'm going to protect Aaron Rodgers. And so with the 30th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Green Bay Packers selecting Andre Dillard, offensive tackle out of Washington State. I saw 3 games of this kid, and every time I was like, look how he pops. Look how he does this. Look how he does that. And I'm just like, so I tweeted at Dane Brugler. I was like, what you think of this guy? You think he could be a solid second pick? And he was like, yeah, late second round. Could be a good depth chart guy. Maybe eventually a starter. And I was like, hey, that sounds nice. And then he goes to the Senior Bowl and then blows up even more. And I was like, God fun it. So with the third, up next is the Los Angeles Rams. And this one is a no-brainer. You guys see the board and all that. You lose the Ndamukong Suh and you get this guy sitting right there. So with the 31st pick in the NFL draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Dexter Lawrence, defensive tackle out of Clemson. You got a guy that can move at that size, and you're putting him next to Aaron Donald. How is that, no? Finally, the 32nd pick belonging to the 6-time Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots. There's another guy that was considered at one time the best corner in the draft. So I'm going to go with this guy here. So at the 32nd pick, the final pick of my video is the New England Patriots select is DeAndre Baker, cornerback out of Georgia. He is very good smarts there where he's going to understand the defensive concepts of Bill Belichick. He said some things in an interview that something about taking off plays, or I don't know, but the Bill Belichick will be like, you can play, come on. And he's a guy that's gonna mix it up, he's gonna tackle, he's gonna do everything right on the field. So yeah. So anyways, that's my video. Cannot wait to see you guys Thursday, but definitely Friday, where we can make our first pick. Alright, mahalo for watching. Paniolo boys, and like always, go Cowboys.